Dragon Prince Baoxian, A Journey to Liberation.
Hello everyone. Today, I want to tell you a story recorded in the Buddhist scriptures. It is the story of Dragon Prince Baoxian. Imagine the scene. The Buddha and his disciples are walking along a road. The surroundings are incredibly quiet. In that moment, the Buddha, the awakened one of this world, suddenly emits a brilliant light, and a subtle smile appears on his face. Now this was no ordinary smile. It was a smile radiating with such deep wisdom that it felt as if time itself had paused. The Buddha's closest attendant, Venerable Ananda, noticed it immediately. He knew the Buddha never smiled without reason. There had to be something extraordinary happening. So he hurried forward and asked, "World-honored one, what causes and conditions have led you to emit light and smile today?" It was this very question that pulled back the curtain on our story. The Buddha didn't answer right away. Instead, he gently turned his gaze toward the side of the road. Following his eyes, everyone saw a tiny dragon prince named Baoxian. What was he doing? He was quietly and most sincerely making an offering. Think about it. Such a simple, perhaps even unnoticed act, triggered such a profound reaction from the Buddha. Finally, the Buddha spoke. His words weren't just an answer to Ananda. They were a startling prophecy, clear prediction of enlightenment for this dragon prince. How great was the reward? Let's take a look. Safety for eons. Because of this single offering, Dragon Prince Baoxian would not fall into the lower realms for the next 100 kalpas. A kalpa is a unit of time so vast it's hard to imagine. Heavenly blessings. For those same 100 kalpas, he would enjoy the blissful rewards of a heavenly being, the ultimate achievement. Most incredibly, when those blessings were finally exhausted, during his final birth as a human, he would leave the home life. In a time and place where there are no teachers, he would attain the stage of a Pratyeka Buddha through his own power. The Buddha concluded with the key to the whole story. This is the power of the merit of making offerings and practicing generosity. This is the core. A single, pure intention followed by action creates a karmic force that is absolutely real. This is the fundamental law of cause and effect in the universe. It never fails. Why does a small act create such a massive result? You might be wondering, how can such a seemingly small deed yield such an incredible result? Let's look deeper into the mechanics of karma, specifically its connection to Shakyamuni Buddha's vow power. Similar stories are common in scriptures like the Sutra of 100 Karmas. Someone offers a few flowers. Someone gives the Buddha a ride. A child simply makes a vow to protect him. These seem like small things, right? But these small seeds eventually grow into the fruit of sagehood. This highlights the unique power of Shakyamuni Buddha's vows. If you establish even a tiny spark of affinity with him, that power will carry you through lifetimes until you reach liberation. A quick note on the Pratyeka Buddha. This is a very rare and high level of sagehood. These beings awaken to the truth entirely on their own during eras when there is no Buddha and no Dharma present in the world. It is a magnificent achievement. The mirror. Looking at ourselves. Now comes the most important step. Using this story as a mirror to look at ourselves. What does this ancient teaching mean for us today? Let's compare. Dragon Prince Baoxian's cause. One sincere offering. Your causes. Have you ever offered flowers or lit a lamp before a Buddha? Have you listened to the Dharma or studied the sutras? Have you ever made a wish for the well-being of others? I believe many of you have. If we look at it this way, the good seeds many of us have planted might even be more numerous than the dragon princes. According to the law of karma, our potential for future rewards is equally inconceivable. If we have faith in these seeds, our future is filled with hope. But what about the bad files? I know what you're thinking, but I've also done many bad things. This is a very real issue. We plant good seeds, but our afflictions and habits cause us to create negative karma simultaneously. What happens when we have both? This leads us to a vital and compassionate part of the Dharma, repentance. We must understand one concept. Karma is never lost. Even if you become an arhat, if you have heavy negative karma from the past, you still have to face the consequences. The story of the hunchback arhat in the scriptures teaches us that becoming a sage doesn't simply delete your old bad files if they aren't purified through repentance. the karmic energy will eventually catch up. Therefore, the most important path for us right now is diligent repentance. This is the key to purifying negative karma and truly changing the direction of our lives. A common concern: precepts and mistakes. Many people ask, Master, if I take the precepts and then break them, isn't the sin worse than if I never took them at all? Let's clarify this with a simple comparison. Without precepts, if you do something wrong, you face the natural karmic result of that action. With precepts, if you do the same wrong thing, you face the natural karmic result plus the fault of breaking a vow. However, here is the good news. The extra fault of breaking a precept can be completely wiped clean through sincere repentance. As we end this story, I want to leave you with 2 questions to ponder. Regarding the good seeds you've planted, how can you maintain steady faith and look forward to the beautiful flowers they will one day produce? Regarding the negative karma you've created, how will you actively purify it? These 2 questions define our every now and our every future.